Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the RAMBAM, Hilchos Yesodei HaTorah, Perek Beis, the second chapter. We're heading towards the end over here, Ois Yud Aleph, the 11th letter. And he writes the following idea. Devarim Elu, these things, these concepts that we're discussing over here, about the essence and the reality of Hashem, trying to understand as much as we can. So Devarim Elu Shamarnu, these things that we said Be'inyan Zeh, in these concepts, B'shnei Prakim Elu, in these first two chapters that we've been discussing, K'may Tipa Min Hayam, they're like a drop in the sea. They're not telling you, and we're not teaching you the great details. We're not teaching you all the depth. We're not going to share with you and reveal to you the real essence of Hashem. They are literally just a drop of wisdom that you will find in the ocean of the Torah of Hashem. From what we really need to explain in these matters. It's so impossible for the human mind to be able to understand HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's impossible for the human brain to be able to grasp how HaKadosh Baruch Hu is really running the world. These things are far beyond human capacity. So whatever it is that we've taught you, even if you think that you understand what we're talking about, it is a drop in the bucket, or it's a drop in the vast ocean of ruchni, of spirituality, and of Torah, and of HaKadosh Baruch Hu to understand. We're only teaching you a little bit because that's all that you can chap, that's all you can understand. Ubir kol ha'ikarim b'shnei ha'prakim elu hu nikra ma'aseh merkava. And says the Rambam over here, the explanation of these principles that we're explaining in these two chapters is really referred to as ma'aseh merkava, which is the chariot of Hashem, which is a very cryptic and hidden, mystical part of the prophet Yecheskel. And that's really what we've been trying to describe up until this point. But as he's mentioning, it's very hard to understand. And he goes on in Ois Yud Beis in number 12, Tzivu chachamim harishonim shel halidrash b'devarim elu ela leish echad bilvad. Chazal told us that if somebody wants to learn about the Ma'aseh Merkava, Hashem's chariot, they should not learn these things in public arenas. Ela leish echad bilvad, you teach it to one person alone. Chacham umevim midait, he's got to be a wise person and someone who understands on his own. And then when you find that person, you don't even teach him all the depth. You give him the main points. You only teach him a little drop of the idea, and he should understand on his own what's going on. And then with his own wisdom, he'll be able to reach the ultimate meaning, and he'll be able to get to the depth of that which is going on. But for you to open up and teach him everything he needs to know, that's an impossibility. Why? Because it's so deep and it's so beyond us and so hard to understand. It's for only the greatest of the minds of Klal Yisrael, that people that are on the highest of spiritual heights, those that can understand the deepest well springs of Kabbalah, of mysticism, of Ruchnius, of Hashem's world. But if you're not holding by that level, which most of us and all of us really are not, so then a person has to be very careful how he proceeds in learning these inyanim and learning these things. And if he's not on that place, in that place where he should, then it's better off that he doesn't learn it. So we're talking over here about things that are beyond most of our grasp, but the main point that we can hold on to, and that is there's a creator. And he created the world and the heavens and the earth and everything in between. And he created me. And he wants me to be at the pinnacle and the apex of this creation. And everything's going to revolve around me. And I myself, I revolve around Hashem. I'm here to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the more that I do in that, the more that I connect with that, and I align my thoughts with that idea, so the closer I'm going to get to Hashem, and the more I'll be able to reveal Hashem in my life and in this world. Have a wonderful day.